Does America have a border problem? Let me say this right out the gate. America is a nation of immigrants. My family were immigrants from Mexico on my dad's side and from England on my mom's. Like me, I'm sure you can trace back your ancestry from other parts of the world. So we all come to this immigration issue with our unique stories and backgrounds, and we come with strong feelings. So I just hope and pray that as we have these conversations and as I put out this video, that we remain sensitive and open to have informative talks on these sensitive issues. Now, I believe we all know that illegal immigration is a huge problem in America. It's a serious matter that directly affects the safety of our homeland and is far more than just a political issue. The fact remains, no nation can and will survive if their borders are left wide open and their laws are not being enforced. Some of the issues that cannot be overlooked are liberties of our nation that are being taken for granted, government bailouts, free medical care, cheaper labor, free education, free housing. All of these things have a huge impact on our economy. And when we deal with immigration, we cannot excuse the increase of crime and the growing terrorist threats that come as a result. Unfortunately, throughout various times and in various administrations, our political heads have created a frivolous system whereby millions upon millions of illegals are able to unconditionally cross our borders. All of this can be checked out and verified by sources like the Pew Hispanic Center, House Subcommittee of Immigration, Border Security and Claims, and the Center for Immigration Studies. All of these agencies confirm that when the population of illegal aliens in America rises, so does violent crimes, identity theft, tax evasion, drug possession and distribution, and felonies and thefts. Many law enforcement agencies indicate that large numbers of illegals are dangerous criminals fleeing their home countries to take refuge in the United States. That means wanted criminals are entering the United States under the radar with no known identities and whereabouts. More needs to be done to improve the security of our borders and the safety of our families. We can agree upon that. But it's at this point of the discussion that I believe it's important to state that when we talk about improving the security of the American border, that's not intolerance. It's simply constitutional. The Constitution states, "The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a republican form of government and shall protect each of them against invasion." So if the federal government constitutes various foreigners, aliens, or illegals as invaders because they have entered the U.S. illegally, then the federal government is constitutionally authorized to enforce its constitutional power. You see, it's the sole duty of the federal government to establish a uniform rule of naturalization. The founders wanted to make sure citizenship was uniform across the United States. But of course, a nation can't have uniformity if it does not have security. Securing our border not only keeps Americans safe, but it also preserves the identity of the nation. The bottom line is, immigration isn't about being fair. It's about following and obeying the law of the land. As Christians, we need to make sure that we follow and obey the laws, but also ensure that the enforced legislation that we have in our country is theologically and humanely sound. We see from the pages of the Old Testament that God requires His people to treat foreigners with dignity and with respect. But what we also see is assimilation among foreigners or strangers of a new land. If they were accepted and approved to stay, they were to assimilate, comply with the laws, and contribute to that particular society. So yes, the United States needs to secure its borders. And while we do so, we need to treat each person, each individual, whether legal or illegal, with mutual respect. We are all aliens and sojourners in this world. As Christians, our true citizenship is in heaven, Philippians 3 verse 20, not whatever country we were born in. We certainly need to make better progress in protecting our freedoms, but to do so, we need to do it with a heavenly perspective, not just a temporal one. If we want to preserve this great nation of ours, then we must secure our borders from outside threats. The U.S. has always been a nation that has welcomed with open arms immigrants who desire to become an American citizen and live out the American dream. That is my hope for future generations to come in America, to receive the rich freedom, liberties, and blessings that come based on a Judeo-Christian ethic. I pray you feel the same. Hey, thanks for watching, my friends. Be sure to like this video and share it with your friends. Until the next video, keep standing strong, my friends.